Pride Daily.
Hi there, I'm Kev McGrath, and it's Bash the Bigots week. Coming up, X-rated ponies. First though, what's a good way to protest against an anti-transgender event? Arrange a pop-up drag show outside it. About 100 bigoted boneheads from Turning Point USA, the Charlie Kirk thing, gathered at California Polytechnic State University, but 3 times that showed up for the drag and to support trans people. They saw performers including Junie B. Moans, Mercy Killing, and Skinny Mocha.
We are here because TPUSA, they are holding a transphobic event, and we are here to say that we exist. We are educated. We know who we are. We know we exist. And they cannot take that away from us.
Thanks to Mustang News, allies held up signs saying trans rights are not up for debate and protect trans kids.
Pride Daily.
A gender-critical schoolteacher in the UK lost his unfair dismissal case. Kevin Lister refused to call a biologically female student by their preferred male name and pronouns and dead-named them on a whiteboard in front of the whole class. The 60-year-old was fired by New College Swindon for gross misconduct. It was ruled he expressed his beliefs in an objectionable manner.
Pride Daily.
And I'm not saying Russia's gone completely nuts over all things LGBTQ+, but in fact I am saying that because My Little Pony cartoons were reclassified as adult content. Sure, it had nothing to do with the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic series, featuring a character with a rainbow tail and mane. Russia labels the non-existent global LGBT movement as an extremist organisation. And there were unconfirmed reports the cartoon rendered 2 Russian thoroughbreds and a Shetland pony bi-curious.
Pride Daily.
Hi there, I'm Kev McGrath. Bash the Bigots week continues. Coming up, the Holy Spirit made me do it. First though, a Ghanaian preacher and gospel singer talking about the non-existent LGBT agenda with a stat that's probably not evidence-based. Sonny Badu is concerned about the tentacles of homosexuality spreading far and wide across society. And here it comes. He reckoned about 78% of American gospel singers are gay. Definitely not him though. He's a gospel singer from Ghana. Plus, Badu told Accra FM he can cure gay people.
A young man in my church. This guy's gifted, and I had to just rewind him mentally. One time, I just called him randomly and he stopped straight away. And that's how he started introducing girlfriends to me.
Case closed, Your Honour. Also said cartoons are spreading subtle queer messages, so his kids aren't allowed to watch them. To be fair though, Johnny Bravo turned me gay. That quiff was impeccable.
Pride Daily.
Next, 3 players were dropped from Austria's national football team over homophobic chanting. Rapid Vienna's Guido Burgstaller, Marco Groll and Nicholas Heidel were involved in singing "We Are Not Little Ass-Loving Violets." That's what they all say till they've had a few Jaeger bombs. Their coach told them it wouldn't be tolerated.
Pride Daily.
And if I had £/$/insert your local currency here for every time the Holy Spirit told me to compare queer people with Nazis. Monique Lagrange from Canada posted 2 photos online, one of children in Nazi Germany waving swastika flags and another of kids with pride flags. The caption underneath said, "Brainwashing is brainwashing, reckons the Holy Spirit told her, do it, go for it." This got her kicked off a school board and a court appeal was a big fat failure, like she is as a human being.
Queer Family Podcast.
If you've ever felt like your family didn't fit the traditional mold, this show is for you. I'm Jamie, host of the Queer Family Podcast. And every week we highlight LGBTQIA+ families and the beautiful, unique ways we build and show up for our families in a world that wasn't designed for us. We celebrate, highlight, uplift, and normalize queer families because our stories deserve center stage. New episodes every Monday. Listen wherever you get your pods.
Love is love on the Queer Family Podcast. Love is love.
Pride Daily.
Hi there, I'm Kev McGrath, continuing Bash the Bigots week. Coming up, a rainbow wrecker pays the price. First though, A gym member in Alaska was banned for taking a photo of a trans woman in the female locker room and harassing her. Planet Fitness has a judgment-free zone, allowing people to use facilities best matching their gender identity. Bigot Patricia Silva made a video about having a membership revoked, which means we can all now bathe in a self-pitying awfulness.
I took a picture of him and I asked him, why are you there? You're a man with a penis. Why are you in the women's locker room? And he justified by saying, I'm queer LGB, and I said, you shouldn't be in the women's locker room. Well, I left. And as I said this morning, I got canceled.
The gym says she broke its rules about taking photos of people in its locker rooms.
Pride Daily.
Next, what to do with a man protesting at a drag queen storytime event for children. Sling him in jail. Paul Carton was part of a right-wing group outside a library in Brittany in France, chanting various queerphobic things like LGBT degenerates. 4 months inside for the 24-year-old, plus a fine. The drag queens were dressed as a robot, a princess, and a snail. And I think I'm going to get LGBT degenerate printed on a t-shirt.
Pride Daily.
And a man who vandalised a rainbow pedestrian crossing in New Zealand was told to pay more than $16,000 to fix it. That's money he could have spent on therapy. 31-year-old Ford O'Connor covered the road in Auckland with white paint. He's linked to the Christian hate group Destiny Church, which is very anti-queer, and not to be confused with Destiny's Child, who are bootylicious.
Pride Daily.
Hi there, I'm Kev McGrath. Bash the Bigots week continues. Coming up, fears Duolingo could turn you queer. First though, a cretinous Catholic school in Australia invited a gay author to give a talk to students, but asked him to gloss over the whole gay thing. Possibly a bit of an ask, because Will Kostakis had just released a book on same-sex relationships and coming out. He said being gay is a vital piece of his identity that informs his writing, and labelled All Saints Catholic College in Sydney disrespectful. Will told the Love Oz YA YouTube channel these talks are an important part of his work.
That connects me with my audience, conducting writing workshops, chatting to teens. And I know when I'm speaking to teens, within 5 minutes, you know if you've lost them. That's helped me sort of stay present. So yeah, I think keeping engaged with teens at events at festivals and schools, that is what keeps my writing relevant.
And back in 2016, another Catholic school visit was cancelled at the last minute, just a few days after he publicly came out.
Pride Daily.
Next, a restaurant in the US put out a job ad for a bartender saying applicants must be biologically male. Some cretin at Moriarty's in Philadelphia thought this was a good idea. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. The city's Office of LGBT Affairs said it was illegal for employers to make decisions based on gender identity, and the ad was swiftly taken down.
Pride Daily.
And fears trying to learn a new language could turn you queer. Duolingo, investigated by Russia over claims it was promoting the LGBTQ+ agenda. A complaint was submitted over exercises on the app that reference being queer, like Clara met her wife Maria at a lesbian bar. And of course, since Duolingo was invented, approximately 146% of its users have hopped on the LGBTQ+ bus. Actual facts.
Pride Daily.
Hi there, I'm Kev McGrath, continuing Bash the Bigots week. Coming up, Balls Out Bingo. First though, a decision to ban a trans student in Texas from performing in a school play was reversed. Max Hightower had already been named as the male lead in Oklahoma before the part was taken away from him. Sherman High School told the 17-year-old's parents students could only play roles matching their birth gender. Lots of backing for Max from members of the public who spoke at this school board meeting.
I am appalled to see that the bullies have moved from the hallways to the administration offices and this school board.
I'm transgender. I am risking coming out to my entire homophobic family for this, because this is a hill I will die on.
The board voted unanimously to reinstate Max.
Pride Daily.
Next, yet more consternation for the terminally outraged caused by transgender breast milk. A UK health trust said it's just as good as the regular stuff, which led to knuckle-draggers belching out nonsense about identity politics and babies being used as guinea pigs. Trans women can take medication to allow them to lactate, although occasionally they can manage without it, and presumably their babies are less likely to be boneheaded bigots.
Pride Daily.
And the Australian Christian lobby weren't very happy, just in general, and specifically because of Balls Out Bingo. They wanted an event in Brisbane hosted by a drag queen cancelled because the publicity mentioned a sexy ball boy. The organisation decided that referred to a child, okay, and represented diabolical exploitation for adult sexual entertainment. And that's what we refer to as clutching at straws. Get in touch on our socials, we're at Pride Daily Pod. That's your lot. Bash the Bigots Week wraps up on Monday.